Good morning everybody. Let us start with Geography Lesson 2 of 7th standard, that is Inside Our Earth. Now children, what you see on the earth today, do you think the earth was same millions of years before? Of course not. The things which we see now were not there millions of years ago, because many of the exterior changes occur on the earth and many interior changes also occur inside the earth. Now let us see what is the interior of the earth made up of. The interior of the earth is made up of 3 layers. This is one 3D model of interior of the earth. This blue portion is the uppermost layer of the earth, which is called as crust. The middle portion, which is seen in red color, is the mantle of the earth, that is the second layer of the earth. And the portion which you see in yellow is the third layer of the earth, that is the core. Now this crust is the thinnest out of the three. Crust is only having 35 kilometer of thickness, and crust is there on the continent also, and the crust is there in the ocean also. In the ocean, the thickness of the crust is only 5 kilometer, and in the continent, the thickness of the crust is 35 kilometer. The crust is made up of many minerals. Out of that, in the continent, we can find 2 minerals in abundance, that is silica and alumina. That is why the continental layer is also called as seal. In the oceanic crust, there are 2 minerals mainly found. One is silica and one is magnesium. So that is why this layer is also called as sima. So the first layer of the earth is the crust, which is the thinnest one, and it consists of seal in the continental region and sima in the oceanic region. Now let us come to the second layer of the earth, that is mantle. When we enter into mantle, it is very hot, and so all the minerals are found in the semi-liquid form, and the thickness of mantle is more than crust. So the thickness of mantle is 2900 kilometer, and the third layer, core, is having a diameter of 3500 kilometer, and the core is made up of specially 2 minerals. One is nickel and one is iron. The another name of iron is ferrous. So that is why Fe is written. So in short, we can call it the core is made up of knife, that is nickel and ferrous. So these are the 3 layers of the earth. Now this earth's crust is basically made up of rocks and minerals. What are rocks? Any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the earth's crust is called as rock. Now there are 3 types of rocks. One is igneous rock, sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock. Now let us see how these 3 rocks are formed. As you know that inside the earth's crust there is mantle, and the mantle is composed of semi-liquid. That means the minerals are found in the dissolved form, in a semi-liquid form inside the mantle. Sometimes when there is a little crack on the earth's crust, this mantle, the liquid molten material inside this mantle tries to come out, which is called as volcano. You might have heard about volcano. So when the volcano occurs, suppose this is the crust and the molten magma comes out. When the molten magma comes out and settles here, when the molten magma comes out, it is called as lava. When the lava settles on the earth's crust, it solidifies and converts into rock, which is called as igneous rock. So igneous itself means fire. So since volcano is very hot and the lava settles here on the crust and it is converted into rock, that is why this type of rock is called as igneous rock. Igneous rocks are of two types. One is intrusive igneous and one is extrusive igneous. When the molten magma comes out through the crack in the crust, most of the molten magma comes out. But some of the molten magma which is not able to come out, it again falls in the mantle itself and it solidifies here inside the crust, inside the mantle. It does means below the crust. So the rocks which solidifies inside the crust or below the crust is also igneous rock, but because it is inside the earth's crust, it is called as intrusive igneous rock. And the lava which is able to come out and settle on the surface of the earth, that rock is called as extrusive igneous rock. Now one example of intrusive igneous rock is granite. Example of intrusive igneous rock is granite and extrusive igneous rock is basalt. The Deccan Plateau in India is specially made up of basalt rock because it is of volcanic origin. Now, when rocks solidify, when the lava solidifies and become rock, after a long period of time, this rocks roll down, it falls, again another piece of rock falls down, it hit each other and there is action of wind, water, everything on this rock. So the rocks break down into smaller pieces. Again after a few more years, after a long period of time, this again breaks into very small pieces. So now it has become so small that it can be easily carried with wind and water. So due to continuous action of wind and water, these particles, which are the small rock particles made up of igneous rock, they move away from here and they are carried by wind and water to some other place and they get deposited here. Now again after a few more years, few more layer of rocks come and deposits here. So a layer of rocks is, layer of sediments is formed here. So these sediments were brought by the wind and water, which are the pieces of igneous rock. These sediments settle here after a long period of time and slowly it converts into rock. So it is the sediments which is converting into rock. That is why this type of rock is called as sedimentary rock. Now, when these pieces of rock are carried by wind and water, it is moving through a long distance. So, it is possible that on the way, some remains of dead plants and animals are also carried along with it and it is deposited here. So, once any remains of plants or animal is deposited, above that another layer of sediments are deposited and then again another layer of sediment is deposited. So this remain of plant or animal get compressed under the extreme heat and pressure of the sediments which are above it. So that is why fossils, which are the remains of plants and animals, is found in the sedimentary rock. It is not found in the igneous rock, but it is found in the sedimentary rock. One example of sedimentary rock is limestone. Limestone, if you see limestone, it is made up of sediments. I will show you. This is limestone, which is easily available in Gujarat. If you touch this, the pieces of sediments also come out of it. Now this sedimentary rock remains there for a long time and solidifies and converts into rock. Now we have found two types of rock, that is igneous rock and sedimentary rock. The igneous rock is called as primary rock because it is the first rock which is formed. Then sedimentary rock is formed from the igneous rock, that is why sedimentary rock is called as secondary rock. Now, when this igneous rock and sedimentary rocks are lying on the earth for a long time, extreme heat and pressure, due to extreme heat and pressure, it changes its properties. And the igneous rock, when changes its properties, is converted into metamorphic rock. And this sedimentary rock also, when it changes its composition, when it changes its properties, it is called as metamorphic rock. So metamorphic rock can be formed out of igneous rock also and out of sedimentary rock also. Marble is one of the example of metamorphic rock. Now this is limestone. Limestone is a sedimentary rock, but when this limestone remains on the earth for a long time and because of extreme heat and pressure, it changes its properties, it is converted into marble. See the color almost same because the limestone is converted into marble. Limestone is a sedimentary rock while marble is a metamorphic rock. Now let us see some uses of minerals. So these are some of the uses of rocks. Rocks pieces are used to make roads. You might have seen the construction of roads where rock pieces are used. Then for buildings also, rocks are used. For making houses and for playing also some rocks are used. Now you might have seen Taj Mahal or you might have heard about Taj Mahal and Red Fort. Taj Mahal is made up of marble. So that means marble is a stone which is metamorphic. So metamorphic rock is marble and Taj Mahal is made up of marble, which is a rock. Red Fort is made up of red sandstone. Red sandstone is also a kind of rock. So the color of Taj Mahal is white and Red Fort is red. So these are the two important buildings which we can give as an example of using of different colors of stones. Now for playing also, you might be playing nowadays, pittu you might be playing where pieces of rocks are kept one over the other and through a ball you are hitting the rocks pieces and when it falls down you run. So which I think you call Sattodia. It is also called as pittu. So this is one of the play which is used by rocks. So through rocks we play pittu. Then Stapu. In Stapu this is especially played by girls where you draw lines like this 1, 2, 3, then you 4 and 5, 6, 7. You put a piece of rock here and then you jump over it and then jump over it and then while coming back you take this piece of rock and come out. So then you come to the second house, third house. So this play is done usually with the help of a rock piece or a piece of stone which is called as Stapu. Then Gitti, where 5 stones are thrown and it is cast. So this is one type of play used by rocks. So totally rocks can be used for many purposes. Out of that main is building roads, buildings, houses and for playing. You can think of many other uses of rocks also. You can find out more buildings which are made up of different types of rocks. Now, as we have already seen that sedimentary rock is formed out of igneous rock, and the igneous rock and sedimentary rock both convert into metamorphic rock. So this process is called as rock cycle, in which one type of rock converts into another type of rock. So let us see this rock cycle. It starts with the primary rock, that is igneous rock. The igneous rock is formed by the lava which comes out from the earth's crust. Then this igneous rock is converted into sedimentary rock, and the igneous and the sedimentary rocks both convert into metamorphic rocks. This metamorphic rock also is turned into molten magma once it undergoes extreme heat and pressure. So due to extreme heat and pressure, the metamorphic rock may convert into magma, and this magma will again come out through volcano in the form of igneous rock. So this is the rock cycle, where one type of rock changes into another type of rock. So this is all we have studied about rocks. Now minerals. Every rock contains one or the other minerals. So you might have heard the names of some minerals, like coal is a mineral, petroleum is a mineral, then natural gas is also part of. Now these coal and petroleum are used as fossil fuels, which is used in industries. Apart from that, there are many rocks in which aluminium is there, iron is there, copper is there. So these are some of the minerals which are found in the rocks, which are also useful in our day-to-day life. So about these minerals you will study in higher classes more, but for this class you just understand that rocks are made up of minerals, and there are many types of minerals which are used in our daily life. So this much is about this lesson, interior of the earth or inside our earth. So we have seen that the interior of the earth is made up of crust, mantle and core. That is one thing. Then there are different types of rocks, igneous rock, sedimentary rock, metamorphic rock, and the formation and the examples we have studied, and minerals also we have studied. There are different forms of minerals which are